I'm telling you, you have to unplug it, then plug it back in for the mic to start working. Otherwise, we don't have no audio. I do believe we figured that out. We unplugged it, plugged it back in, and it seems to be working. So we got a mic going. Been playing with this mic since I bought it. Kind of learning the ropes, we might say. Kind of trying to figure out different things. Like, for instance, I was going to try and get an echo going where I recorded the bass track, and then I could bring that back in over that other bass track and offset it just a tad. So one track is playing, then the next track would play and create maybe. And I tried it, it didn't work, but I'll try it again. Maybe if I can slow it down and get each track, and maybe use Audacity where I can lay the track down and then I control the volume through the laptop. That's what's coming into the mic. Need a new mic too. Need a more professional mic, maybe something. But then again, there's a lot of things I don't want to pick up. But that's how this is going. Oh, wait a minute here. Are we recording? Okay, we gotta look at something. I'll stop this for a second. Yeah, I just did an audio check and it's working. Like I said, I got a cheap headset, so I wasn't sure if I was getting a good volume to what was coming through the mic, but it seems to be okay, and I can work with it. Like I said, it's just audio track that I'm doing right now. It's a narration as the build is going on. I've started working on the food, the food shops here. And like I said, I gave them names like Grez's Fries, and then the other one is Taz's Dogs. Taz Dogs. Taz Dogs. Taz Dogs. Yeah, we got a few dogs in our time, me and Taz did, Grizzle and Taz. A lot of wolves, if I remember correctly, in certain parts of World of Warcraft. Yeah. And I think there was I don't know, there was a recipe for it, for the meat, to cook up the meat so you have something to eat. And there's something too, I think, for feeding your pets. I can't remember. That was a while ago though, but. So we've got our share of boar and dog and cat and all kinds of little creatures over there in World of Warcraft. And then again, there was Ark. There's a lot of creatures in Ark you got to deal with. That's how I came to tame Taz in Ark again. So we recreated Taz through Ark, as I did Grizzle. I also did Thanos. There are two. Thanos, Jesse's the drummer. Then there's another Jesse with a different spelling. Because I got one over on Island, and then I have one at Ragnarok, where I'm also running Thanos. I was. And Thanos had a couple of T-Rexes. Oh man, he was doing good. But sad story that he's the one I did the Giga with, and the Giga just destroyed everything I had, so I had to start over. And I know where that Giga is. I know where I could go get him. And there's a way of getting them. You gotta make a trap and trap them so that you can just keep shooting them, and he can't get to you. But that's another day. That's another story, and we haven't gone through that yet. But Grizzle does have Taz, and that was the main thing I wanted with Grizzle on Ark, was to be able to tame a saber-toothed tiger. So hold on a second. I had to take a break. I had to start coughing, so I'm back. And like I said, we're working on the shelter here. Not the shelter. These little shops that I put in. And I'm going to try and do each one. I want each one a little bit different, but at the same time carrying the same theme, kind of. The one is Grez's Fries, and that other one there will be Taz Dogs. So it's hot dogs and fries, and then over on the other side will be the drinks. Will be Oh, there was purple smoke out there. I wonder what that's from. Wow. And I got a little bit of lagging that was going on, so I had to restart the PlayStation. Kind of cleans up some stuff that when she starts to lag a little bit. Not bad though. I thought they turned out pretty good. So I'm putting in a little foundation. This is to add to the back of them, kind of trying to combine the two, but at the same time keep them separate. If that makes a little bit of sense. And I had the one front on that one to the left on the fries, and I didn't know if that was a window, and if it was, it would prevent customers or guests from being able to get to the shop. So I changed that out for just a regular windowed one where it kind of flush with the shop, and so I had to change up the wall a little bit. And I'm trying thatch. See, I like it, but it's a little big, a little too much. This one looked a little better. Kind of give a thatch look, maybe what you might find at Stormwind or World of Warcraft Village. You can even build something similar to that in Ark with a thatched roof. And then, or you can use wood, and then there's other different materials you can to build different type of roofs. And so I going with thatch, trying to give that kind of that look of back then. I was gonna go with thatch for that one, but it didn't have the right thatch for that kind of peak, and probably could have went with another peak. But like you said, I'm trying to keep the two of them a little bit different. That like they go together, but at the same time they're separate entities, and I got a door going into the back of the one there. That'd be Taz dogs. I'll have to put a door in this one over here by the fries. It's like I'm not done with these yet. I just kind of roughen them in a little bit, so kind of give a more finished look, and then I can go back and redecorate some of them. But I thought these signs would be perfect for that kind of what you'd find in Stormwind or Orgrimmar, or some of these World of Warcraft villages. You can have a torch too, like in Ark. The same thing. You can make torches, and you can have them for lighting up rooms and stuff like you do here. So there's a lot of similarities that that there's a lot of stuff. Like it'd be neat to have like figurines of like maybe dinosaurs, where you could do like a dinosaur display, a prehistoric type downloadable content DLCs.
All right, we laid down the base track.
I'm not even sure.
We got a lot of work done in the park. We have a first aid station. We have a security
zoo,
office.
and there is a prehistoric.
We got a coffee shop
too,
tank garage, tank portal.
It's similar
offices.
To we got a good start
Coaster
here.
Zoo. So we're gonna work onto the laboratory,
and then we're gonna move on to working on the racetrack. Then bring in some rides.
Water
and stuff
park
like
would
that,
be cool.
We'll open the park and then
have a part of downloadable content where you can do stuff
and
for water park,
and then we'll have a lot of fun.
You can create
here
one
we go
similar
again.
too. You got rides here
Update.
with water.
We now have a few shops in the park.
We're
That's
gonna
right.
create like a little
food area, and then we'll go ahead and we'll start working on
this one.
the speedway. In the
What are you
meantime,
talking
we'll have
about?
some bass playing in the background. Yes, we
I
do.
wanted to get an echo. Did I do it?
Yeah,
Oh,
no.
we're gonna have to edit this. Okay.
No.
Thank you for listening.
No, we didn't get any echo. We'll try again later. We'll get it though. It's a good idea. We'll try it. We'll get the octaves going. Something I think we can do with Audacity on the laptop, where we can have one track running on that while I'm playing to that track on the laptop. We'll be jamming that way. And sometimes we connect. We can get some good stuff going. So we'll see what we can do. I need to put down some drum tracks though. That means actually getting up and going and sitting at the drums Been practicing though. We've been practicing. We got these pads you put on the drums that mutes them, so we can play the drums and play a little bit harder without having to bother anybody. So, like I said, I'm just kind of roughing in these buildings so they look better than just the little blocks sitting there, and it gives it that looking good. I like it. I like it too. The different colors and stuff at night. And I'm learning. I'm getting better at it. So we don't even have any rides in the park yet. This is just the entrance. But they come in, they meet Foxy, they get a cup of coffee, they go a little bit further, then they can get something to eat, and then over the other side you got sodas, drinks, you got soda, water, and you got arc juice, which would be like cactus juice, because there's a part in one of the maps in arc you can make cactus juice, which you drink, which helps with water. With 7 Days to Die is the same thing. There's cactus juice in that. So, not that that's cactus juice, but it could be. You can use that as arc juice. It's from the cactus and arc, or it just maybe just fill up your canteen. No, that'd be water. The juice would be cactus juice. Berries. I thought there was stuff you could do something with berries too. I think there's recipes with berries that you can do for cooking and stuff too. And you can make kibble stuff for pets, for your dino pets. There's Foxy, look at her. Oh, she's so cool. Look at the crowd she's drawn. Alright. See, she went back in. She went on break. And when she came out, she's at that spot because that's where her spot is. And that's where the people come to, because in that little building I got one of those, it's like a spot where it draws people, and you put an entertainer there, or you do something, and it's like, or let's say for instance, you wanted the people to come over and look at the tank, you can put that where the tank is, and then they'll come and stand and admire the tank. Where actually they're coming to where that spot is, but that's what that's for. And I put that in a little building, and that's Foxy's spot. That's where she goes to do her spiel for getting people to drink a beautifully warm, hot cup of coffee. Just delicious. The best coffee in the park. I'm just making that up. I don't know. Sounds good though. But we gotta push it. We gotta promote it. That's gonna sell tickets. We gotta bring. Oh, look at that. There's the ambulance. I used the Ghostbusters ambulance for that. I thought that'd be pretty cool. And that's the first aid, see. And then here's the food court. I got 2 spots for people to go and sit down if they want. And then right past that, I'm gonna put a bathroom, a staff facility. That's going to have like training, and there's going to be a couple different facilities in the one building, and I'll create that there, maybe a couple of stories, so we'll see how that works. But for right now, that's what I'm going to do, is the bathroom, because we need bathrooms, and I can blueprint that, so whenever I need to put in a set of bathrooms and first aid stuff, I can just bring it from the blueprints and just plop it in and boom, press on. I don't have to go actually rebuild it all. Look, I got it fast forward now. Look at the tanks over there in the background. I love it. It's looking great. Then Foxy doing her spiel. All the people going into the park. I love it. It's looking good, guys. I say, then we'll work on the railroad. I should have put in the railroad already.
There, okay, we got the bass track done. We'll have to take this out, bring it back in, and put it on the other audio track. From that point on, we'll get
ELAstudio and Sons.
Thank you for watching. And we will be working on some more Coaster Planet. We'll get some of the Fun Park comics going. And once again, thank you for watching.
The end of this clip. Thank you for watching. Wow, did I do